Oh, it's gonna make me go vertical.
Yeah, okay. So you gotta rotate with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Were we muted?
We were muted.
Oh my god, I have been babbling and giving instruction.
Obviously, instructions that didn't matter. That's amazing.
I was explaining everything, and I think I was eloquent, and it didn't sound like Jeff smashed with hammer.
You say it didn't sound like Jeff smashed with hammer, but now we have no proof.
Oh, god damn it!
So we actually have the phone in a mount, and Jeff must have hit the mute button. Oh, Bryce is here. I'm having trouble seeing the chat right now with the way the camera is in the mount. I'm hooking up a secondary device, but of course it's dead as a doornail. So I'm
just freehand the damn thing.
But
I know. We went and bought a tripod so we could do Steadicam, and you actually be able to be in it, but
now I can't do things.
Yeah, but
all right.
You can interact with our fans.
All right, here's all the people. Boom. Yes, good progress. Yep. Okay, so now I'm freehanding for now because Jeff doesn't know how to put things in a tripod.
Don't blame me. You couldn't see it anyway.
I blame you.
You need to interact with the chat.
Yeah. All right.
We could be like Kai Cenat. Hey chat! Hey chat!
Right?
Man, the him playing Elden Ring joke animation is great. All right, so once again, now that there's audio, what we are doing is finishing the valve job on our 5.7 Hemi Stage 2 build.
Ooh, there they are, all pretty. So these are what we lapped last night on the live. And they're pretty, pretty, pretty.
If you missed that, you could go back and watch the video, or just watch for the next hour and a half. I'm going to start lapping the other head. But this, I stuck this in your face and you didn't hear what I was saying. Stock valve spring, aftermarket valve spring. These are stiffer, they are stronger. These snap your valves close really fast to accommodate for the lobes and the duration and everything of our Stage 2 cam. This is actually why these engines go chop, chop, chop in the exhaust. The valves close super fast. But the OEM valve tool just wasn't cutting it. It didn't open up far enough. I had to modify it a little bit.
Yeah, so it tried to kill us yesterday. It was amazing.
This
tried to kill us yesterday. There's video of it. If you're watching the live yesterday, it's incredible. It's hilarious. I will eventually find it and cut it into a short. It's great.
There is so much kinetic energy in that when it is compressed, and it decided to say, I don't want to be compressed. And, well, if you've ever taken apart a strut and did it wrong, you know what happened.
It's like, you can't compress me. Help, I'm being repressed.
Monty Python.
Oh yeah, it was great fun. Now, what the amazing part about that is, we actually found.
Oh yeah, I found it.
Yeah, we found the.
The spring was easy.
Yep.
It made noise and scattered around,
yep,
and I just kind of watched it.
And then we found the freaking top.
Yeah, which I was concerned about. I was gonna have to use a stock top, and as you can see,
they're not as big and they're not as nice.
And not only, even if it worked, they don't match. But when you put this into one of the new valve springs,
yeah,
it don't look right.
Yeah,
that looks right. So thank goodness I was able to find it. Yes, granny goodness. She's going to tell me how sweet I am and then beat the crap out of me.
Right?
All right, so we're going for intake first, which is the larger valve. Of course, we're working on top of a sheet of cardboard. We're doing our best to preserve the surface.
This is the one that we worked on, that we cleaned up all the hot spots. So there's no sharp edges in there. This is the one that did have the valve drop. 1 cylinder out of the 4.
And our other head that we're putting on is from
Yep.
a different vehicle, and it's clean, and it's a matching head. Oh, yeah. Permatex.
Oh, yeah.
I just keep doing that. I keep trying to
Yep.
raw dog everything.
Everything needs some lube. And now, if any of you remember, Jeff said, we don't need that. We'll be fine.
Well, I was just going to drip some engine oil on and call it good, but
Yeah.
he wanted to get assembly lube, so...
I like me some lube.
Okay, so that's not sealing, but it's because...
Yeah.
Oh,
Ow.
sorry, didn't mean to whack your phone.
He hit everybody. Look at that. You hit 54 people.
I'm an abusive guy.
That's not nice.
Okay, so that's lined up. We have a visitor.
Ew, bug was on my nose.
What's up, kiddo?
Hello. I have a question for you.
Ooh.
Should I use my McDonald's points to get something for Freeze?
Save it for when you're hungry and there's no food.
I want to get a large frappe, not a food.
I think she missed what I said.
Can you use olive oil? Absolutely not.
Well, I have.
Yeah, no,
They're
this
expired,
needs to be
so.
synthetic oils. I think it would be a bad idea to use any organic ones. Synthetic or petroleum.
Yeah, this is Permatex assembly lube. It's really good stuff.
It is thick and sticky, and it's good for making things stick together, but also makes them spin. Yeah, it strings like it's goddamn plastic. You want to hand me 2 more of the new keepers?
Yeah. Pile of keepers. You can if you want. The Rogue's not here right now. Your mom is donating plasma. Petroleum base.
No, I think that's synthetic.
Hold on, let's look. Permatex, not sponsored.
Let's see the back. Precautions. Caution. Contains residual oils. Okay.
So I'm sure it is in some form, probably petroleum based.
That is petroleum based. It
Yeah.
actually smells like axle grease.
Yep. Wonderful question, though. Definitely appreciate that.
Big old tweezers are your friend.
So what Jeff is doing is putting those keepers on the ridges there.
It ends up looking like one solid object. Can the camera resolve that scene?
The camera actually can. I got it perfectly right there.
Awesome.
New subscriber. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the channel. All right, and now that's actually a good angle. I'm not going to hit your phone.
Oh, okay.
Get it down. No. Get it down there where
Yeah.
it was so you can see what I'm doing.
There we are.
So, as I expand it, the conical fitting goes around the conical
Oop.
wedges that are ribbed so they don't pull out.
Oh, that's great. That's a great angle. That's really cool.
And now, that is another seated valve.
Yep. Okay, that's still leaning.
I've got it.
Okay. Ta-da! That is a fully installed valve.
So we've got 5 more to do in this head. And then you beautiful people are going to get to watch me lap 8 more valves and install 8 more of these if you stick around. We might regale you with stories of our past. We might just bullshit. We might rip on each other. It could be fun.
All of these things tend to happen on a daily basis. Ah! As I drop the phone.
Yeah, because you're a fucking spaz.
Maybe. But they didn't know that until you said something.
Okay, so
unless
again,
they've watched my previous videos.
Again, because of the change, these ones had metal cages on the bottom.
That's a stock one.
These do not. And because the valve seals are a different design, and they're separate, I have to put a metal swedge, spacer, washer, something, whatever you want to call it, down here, so the spring steel doesn't tear apart the aluminum.
Yep, these Gen 3 Hemis do have aluminum heads, which is wonderful since we've been hoisting these around for a while.
They weigh freaking nothing.
What'd you drop?
Probably nothing important.
Probably something really important that we'll be looking for later. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, it's right here. Give me a second.
And now you see Jeff on his knees. We didn't think we'd get to that point in the stream this fast, but there it is.
I'm gonna kill you. We have another visitor. Sup, Kyle?
This live took a turn. It did indeed. We had to get new subs somehow. We just didn't say what kind of subs. It is indeed a Hemi. This is a Gen 3 Hemi out of a 2005 Dodge Magnum. There it is. It is awesome. Or it will be awesome. Bryce says, hey, new subs, it's worth it.
Aha!
What'd you find? Oh, you lost the tool?
It's this.
Or you lost the...
It's always
yeah.
this.
Right. That's great.
Oh, yes, and also, once again, welcome to Bryce from Spider Eye Garage.
Spider Eye Garage is great. In fact, while we're on a live, here, hold that. I can plug him.
Plug him?
Plug him.
The 45 caliber plug?
Possible.
Ah! Oh, yes.
Okay. Bryce from Spider Eye Garage donated this to the channel. We haven't had... We will be using this very shortly when we actually start reassembling the heads. When we put them on the engine.
He says, boom, baby.
Boom, baby. Yeah. So, I asked Bryce if he had a torque wrench because we couldn't find one of the ones we had. We know we have one, but we don't know where it is.
It's also a really ancient torsion bar style instead of a clicker. I know there's some old school people that think they're better than anything modern, but I don't trust the ones we have.
And Bryce said, what size do you need? I told him, and he said, I've got one of those, come get it. And since we don't live that far from each other, I went over, and he presented me with a brand new one, because he's awesome like that. So, it was pretty incredible. So, Bryce rocks. So, if you're watching this, and you're not yet subscribed to Spider Eye Garage, he's here. He's in the channel, and he's also a moderator of my channel, so he should actually be able to moderate the chat. I put him in there. I don't know if it actually took, but Spider Eye Garage is awesome. Frankie is awesome. What is Jeff looking for that I can assist with?
Hey, valve. Making sure all the grit's off of it. Seems clean.
What's hilarious about Spider Eye and myself is we met through YouTube. We met through our automotive YouTube channels. Like, we didn't know each other before YouTube.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's true for a lot of YouTubers. I'm pretty sure the slow-mo guys would have never met Kentucky Ballistics if it weren't for YouTube.
Well, yeah, but we live literally, like, 3 miles from each other.
And you're both car guys. Yeah,
yeah.
I gotcha.
YouTube and Ford trucks. Yep. Yep, because my channel started with me playing with my Mustang. For many, many years, I had a 66 Mustang with the 200 straight 6 that had some ridiculous performance mods.
Like shit straight out of Australia, some custom stuff.
Yep.
we did some fun shit. That thing had a 2-barrel carburetor on it off of a V8 when they normally have, what, a 1-barrel?
Yep. Ooh, working on an 84 Cutlass Supreme. Nice.
Ooh.
Nothing wrong with a Cutlass Supreme.
That's going to have a universal 350 style engine, so a 305 or a 350.
Yep.
It's a Cutlass.
Yeah.
That actually could have one of the Oldsmobile 400s in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm doing...
307.
307. That's
nice.
An oddball, but yeah. What I'm doing here is realigning, because the OEM tool is kind of universal.
Right. Technical tapping is what that is. That is a hard tapping. That is a hard learned skill.
Okay, come on. Come on. Put your butt in there. You know you want to go in your home. There we go.
Oh, it's a 4-door Cutlass Supreme. Nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Look, everybody loves the coupes. Everybody likes that. There's nothing wrong with the oddball cars.
Hey, because I'm an Evil Dead fan, I want a Delta 88.
Yeah.
Because I'm an Evil Dead fan, and that's Ash's car. We were talking last night about the Continentals.
Right, yeah.
A guy down the road from me, when I lived in one of the not great neighborhoods in Arizona, or in Phoenix, 28th Street in Rozier, not that far from our work, actually. Or our old work. There was a guy with a 64 with suicide doors. Don't get that close when I'm swinging a wrench. And I
should be turning it, not swinging it.
I couldn't get them below $5,000. It didn't run. It was beautiful, but it didn't run. And this was also like 04. So these cars weren't like they are today.
Right.
And, $5,000 for a shell. I wish I could have ended up with that car, though.
So, we got 98 people in here right now.
Awesome possum. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you so much to you 98 people. We also have 20 likes, which I think is the most likes we've had on a live so far, especially like during the live. So thank you so much for all you people that have hit that like button. We really appreciate that. That helps the algorithm boost our videos and lets people see us. So really, really appreciate that. So I picked up this Magnum. It's a 2005 Magnum RT for a ridiculous deal, like stupid cheap.
LX platform with a 5.7,
yeah, like, and the kid that had been working on it just didn't have any idea what he'd gotten himself into, and the guy that sold it let someone rebuild it that didn't really know what they were doing and did just a hack backyard rebuild. Yes, the dash looks ridiculous because the ignition is broken. Not because it was stolen or anything like that, but these cars have a plastic bezel right here, if I can get the phone to focus, and this plastic bezel tends to break, and so I'm working on fixing that. I'm also working on putting a really awesome Android Auto setup in here that was gotten for me by my awesome wife that will be amazing. But it's an RT, and so leather seats and all the bells and whistles, sunroof, came with some complimentary water damage. I didn't have to pay for that, it was free. But it's in really good shape for what it is. As Jeff drops stuff on the floor.
No, it falls out every time. It's that page I always have trouble finding.
Supposedly, this car only has 141,000 miles on it. Also, supposedly, the engine was rebuilt very poorly.
I do believe it. If you zoom in here and can see, you can still see a hone pattern.
Hold on, I can turn on my, there we go. Turn on my light, and that will show you the little bit of hone pattern that is in the cylinder walls.
It is incorrect. I do not see the 40-degree crosshatch I'm supposed to have, but they at least used a stone, not the dingleberries, and those should be okay. I don't think it's going to be terrible.
So we have a video where we were tearing this thing apart, and we have the lifter trays here, lifter baskets, however you want to refer to them. These are now the new ones with the comp cams lifters in there.
No, comp cam didn't make those lifters.
Oh, right. Delete. I'm sorry. Yeah, these are just MDS.
They're fairly generic.
Delete. These are generic lifters.
The comp cam kit didn't come with lifters.
Right. The comp cam kit didn't come with lifters because we went with the cheaper kit. So the ones we pulled out, they weren't even screwed in. They pulled right out. You didn't even have to turn it. They weren't tight at all. So
two
these,
of them.
yeah, two of them were totally loose.
Top thread.
It was insane.
Like they vibrated into place.
Yeah. So this engine, if we hadn't done what we're doing, it would have tore itself apart.
Once one of those came loose, it started breaking the plastic because that tray is made of plastic. Then the cam or the lifter can rotate, and when the lifter rotates,
oh, Jeff is grabbing things.
I'm grabbing a lifter.
Ah,
all right.
right.
This is the lifter. Push rod sits here. A little bit of a spring load system, hydraulic input to cushion. This rolls on the cam like this, and as the cam lobes go up, it goes up and down. Well, when that basket breaks, because this thing is free floating tray, the only thing holding it is these flat spots in that plastic.
Right.
If this turns,
yep,
now you're grinding your cam. It destroys engines. I'm almost certain, in fact, I am certain, that's what's wrong with this.
Yeah.
You can't see it because he's pointing at this, but I was banging on my truck. I have a 5.7 Hemi with a really, really bad tick. And I'm certain that that's my problem.
Yeah.
But it's not a sports car, so I'm not working on it yet.
Yeah.
Y'all know how it goes.
Worldwide says liked and subscribed, and he said you're welcome and much love.
Nice.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We really do enjoy doing this, and the lives have actually been really good for us these last couple of weeks. So we're probably going to try and make this more of a thing.
Well, we got this car to finish. Then we've got the Firebird to fix the front end on. Then we got the Scion to figure out the electrical problem on. And then we're going to do a major rebuild on this truck over here. This is my truck, and I
Scion, which acts as a table
at the moment.
And then Firebird, which took a punch in the face. Ta-da! So I already have all the replacement parts for it. New front bumper, new headlight, new fender. I don't have a new hood because we think we can massage it back in place.
I don't think the hood's actually really all that damaged. It's just sitting crooked because the fender's banged.
Yeah.
But this thing is supposed to be a 305.
Yeah, and it's not.
We don't know what it is. We haven't dug into it. We haven't tried to figure it out. But this thing is way more than it should be. Again, check some of the shorts. There's a video of it doing burnouts.
Yes, I have lots of video of it doing burnouts. Or at least a couple of videos of doing burnouts. And this is the cat I bought. One of the cats I bought. Ooh, it pulled the freaking rocker panel off.
No, I pulled that off. I had to get the fender off.
No, but it went further down and pulled it all the way off.
Oh, that must have been the wind. It snaps back on.
Yeah. I just don't want it to get scraped and get damaged, so we have to paint more crap.
Oh, gotcha. Fuck your rocker panel.
That's not very nice. I don't want to have to paint more stuff. I already have to repaint the bumper. Or take it to Mako and make Mako repaint the bumper.
Look what I have to fix.
Yeah. So I did buy this thing with a cheap Mako paint job. The bumper is horrible.
The rest of it's not horrible.
The rest of it's not horrible. I do actually like the gray. The car eventually...
She ordered food.
Child. Teenagers.
Mailbox pizza.
Yeah. With a $30 fee on top of it.
Okay. That valve's in.
Right?
Yeah. Support one side because I need to be able to keep my finger under here and push up.
Okay. Sorry about the shaky cam, guys. Thank you so much. Someone said we're doing great. Just missing the beers, which makes you better tech.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just off camera. It's more shots.
Oh, so it was a vinyl top on the Cutlass? A lot of those Cutlasses had this. So did the 65. Some 65 Mustangs had that too.
Oh, yeah, they did. Okay.
I was never... You got it? I was never really a fan of the vinyl tops because I live in Arizona and they just don't hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, and man, and fixing those, like taking that off,
Jesus,
and all that adhesive. Oh God. Try and get it to.
So if you can see,
I'm trying to get it to.
I've got one in place.
There we are. Ooh, that was perfect. Pretty. There's your keepers.
So then you got to get the other one in, which is always the pain in the butt.
So we are in East Mesa.
Oh, that actually went fairly well. No, wait, I got him misaligned. Crud. Go ahead.
Yeah, we are in East Mesa. Oh, and Prescott's amazing. And to grow up there, gosh, I bet that was incredible.
You know how many nice vehicles are sitting on somebody's property in places like that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, sure, it's rusty, but goddamn.
Yep. Absolutely good weather right now.
Yeah, it's not so hot this Arctic-bred human being over here is dying.
Jeff is not a fan of the heat.
I'm absolutely fine standing outside barefooted in boxer shorts in a snowstorm having a cigarette. I don't handle extreme heat well. And this place is too hot. Okay, so I put a little Permatex on there because it's sticky as fuck.
Kolag says he lives in Oregon.
Oh, I just moved back here from Seattle in 21, right?
Was it 21? 22?
Might have been 22.
I think it's 22. 22, yeah.
I spent 8 years in Seattle. I fucking love the environment, but it was hard to make a living there. I was pulling it off, but it was incredibly stressful. And I kind of melted down. Had an early midlife crisis damn near. And now I'm back down here in Arizona. At least I get to play with cars because I can afford to do this shit here.
Yep.
I'm hoping this tool lasts all the way through this. See those metal shards?
Yeah. Yeah, it's shaving the top. Mm.
Yeah, if it doesn't go through...
Well, now, hold on. We could just weld it.
That's what I was going to get at.
Yeah.
I could weld a washer on top of it and add metal to it, and then we're good.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping it lasts through it and I don't have to actually weld anything together today.
Oh, Bryce grew up in Gold Hill, Oregon.
Oh, nice, Bryce. That rhymed. Sorry. All right. That's 5 of 8 in this head. I take a moment. Get a couple of drags.
All right, I want to scoot this further away from the edge because it's freaking me out.
Well, yeah, that would be terrible. We have done a great job of never touching concrete with this surface, never.
Yeah.
And I'd hate for it to fall.
Yeah. Oh, man. Worldwide says he has to drop a tranny in his '01 Buick Century and change a pressure solenoid, but it's worth it because it's a great car because it's only got 90,000 miles on it.
Buick Century? Yeah, I guess they are.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's what we're always saying. No car is a bad car if well maintained and driven right.
Yeah. You could have your grandpa's Eldorado 2 convertible in horrible ghetto paint colors. But if he loved that and he took care of that, that's a beautiful car.
Everyone finds their car that they find a niche with that, is a good car or a bad car. And everyone wants to say, well, these are horrible cars. Well, you just might have had a bad one. Ooh, 96 Civic, still running strong. Well, of course, because it's a freaking 96 Civic. They're amazing. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
I have never owned a Honda.
I have.
I have nothing against them. I think Hondas are great. I would own one in a heartbeat. This Scion is the closest I've come to a Honda.
Which is a Toyota. I had a 98 Civic DX.
Can't beat a flathead. Can't also make one run either, huh?
Oh, I prescribed some cream for that one. Now, at some point, Bryce, we got to come over and give you a hand, see if, extra brains help.
At least half of one.
No, didn't we come to the conclusion we're 1.5?
No, that was... Wait, what were we? We were dumbasses. That wasn't brains, that was dumbasses.
It's like 1.5 dumbasses here, and you were arguing which one of us is what, but in the middle of it, you didn't get the math right, so
right.
You're definitely the dumbass?
Yep.
All right, you want to hand me that red can? Or, it's right here.
That one?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll hand it to you. You're welcome.
I fucking love brake clean.
I have never owned a Cadillac.
I almost bought a 68 Coupe de Ville.
Ooh.
Convertible.
Ooh.
My ex-JD, that was her first car. It was her grandfather's car. Had a 472 big block in it. Burned oil the day it left the showroom floor.
I'm not sure I'd say your username, but that you said you had a 240Z and you hated it.
What year? Because I kind of love those cars. Those things were pony killers. Nissan built those to compete with the Mustang, and they killed the Mustang. Squishy, 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 such a tight fit. Oh.
It was too small. It was fast as fuck, though. That's what he said.
You know what this dumbass has done?
What'd you do? Ah! That was amazing.
I just realized I haven't put the oil seals on 4 of these I just assembled, so I'm going to have to take them back apart.
That's great. That is incredible.
The last engine I did this on didn't even have proper oil seals.
Yeah. Those are seals. They're not sealing very well when they're not installed.
Or.
Yeah.
Sorry, steel.
Yeah. The comments are amazing.
Kissed by a rose on the head.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my god, I am such a moron.
Bryce said, at least you caught it before it was in the engine.
Right? Oh my freaking god, I'm such a moron.
That's great. He said, it adds flow, no worries.
No, it doesn't. Come on, get on.
Oh, man, I love it.
Oh, fuck, I'm a moron.
That's incredible.
All right, I need to find a socket that works for this. You should do.
I think that's one you were using yesterday. That's freaking incredible. So get that man some coffee.
Doesn't want to. Oh, God, I broke the spring.
Oh,
well,
Jesus.
I could take one off one of the old ones, but how did I get that other one on? I thought I used the back of that square drive.
I don't remember.
All right, I've got one of the old ones sitting here somewhere, don't I?
Yes. I think I was going to say, I thought they were all up there. Bye-bye, spring.
Hello, spring. Okay, maybe flat drive it. One moment. I am looking.
As we problem solve. Problems of our own creation. Someone is in here asking for help. We probably can't help.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
No, I'm just having trouble getting it on. This socket was just a little too small. Excuse me. Back up for a second.
Well, you get it. There's stuff in my way. It's harder for me to back up. Let's take a moment for me, spring. Well, hold on. I haven't finished. He may spring no more, but sure, let's see. Sure strung a new, wait. But sure, I'm sure he meant sprung. He may spring no more, but sure sprung a new problem.
This one doesn't want to seem to fit.
And now it looks oblong.
They're oblong. No, it's not.
Oh.
What?
So this is the person asking for help. He said it's a stripped screw.
Oh.
I have in the head of a four-wheeler. And I used a screw extractor and it broke. Any suggestions on how to get it out?
Okay, so you've got the screw extractor broken off inside of the hole you drilled to insert it, right?
That's kind of what I would get.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a response.
Right. We're waiting. He said he did get it out.
Oh, you did get it out? Well, if you got it out, try another one. Get another broken screw extractor and try again. Blowtorch it with a propane torch and try to focus around the hole and not on the stud you're trying to remove itself. The idea is you're trying to get the metal to expand just a little bit and it might let go. It's just keep trying is all I can say. I've had multiple instances of horribly stuck bolts, and it's just keep fighting it until you get it.
Yeah.
All I can really say is good luck, man. You will get it if you keep trying.
And sometimes it might be one of those things where you have to get something in there, and weld something on, and...
Well, yeah, that's a way to do it. If you can weld, you could try to puddle weld a nut onto the stud, and then back it out with a wrench.
Yep. Yeah. So we have someone in here that said use a nut over the hole, fill the nut with weld, and get the head of the screw with the weld too, and wait for it to cool, then twist it off. Yep.
Yep.
That's kind of where I was going with that.
And that 100% works as long as you can weld to only the screw you're trying to remove, the bolt you're trying to remove, and not accidentally weld to the head. Or engine block or whatever it is. Okay, this is a tap it on scenario. I'm gonna get it. I just need a small hammer. Actual.
Oh, well, if the head's cast iron, you're not going to ruin it with a little bit of weld.
No, you can always clean that off.
No, you'd be fine. Cast iron can take a lot of heat. What are you looking for?
But I can light tap, I guess.
I know where a smaller one is.
Oop. Man, I was starting to get it too.
This is why we read instructions. I bet you CopCams has instructions for this.
Probably a video to watch online. It should be a simple matter of just get it to snap down into position. But I'm cocking it sideways with every movement.
Oh, welding is a blast.
I just needed to be a little more aggressive. Okay.
I've been through the whole...
I'm removing the springs in the future, because that's the second one I killed.
Okay. So we have to throw a new one on there, huh?
Yep, but that's okay.
So I've been the person that has never welded before, and it's a blast. Learn it. It's a wonderful skill to have.
There we go. I can't believe I'm an idiot. Idiot!
That's hilarious.
Okay, I'll finish installing this valve, and then I gotta take these 4 back out. These 4.
That's amazing.
Because I didn't put that fucking seal in. Ah, fuck my life.
It's incredible. Incredible.
And again, yes, Bryce, you're correct. I'm glad I caught it before it went on the engine. Why is it still smoking? I have no idea.
Why does it smell like gas? Like it way more than it did before.
Yeah, this thing actually smelled absolutely horribly of gasoline.
Bryce asked, did you try yelling at it?
Oh, I yell at everything all the time. I just try not to do it on camera. Oh, what am I doing? I got paging.
Wait. Shouldn't you... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Wait.
What?
Now, shouldn't that have the seal on there already? No. Yes.
It's down there.
Oh, you already did it. Okay, I didn't see you do it.
I did.
That's the one you were just doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You filmed the whole thing.
Listen. No. No. I would like to, but no.
Somebody was standing on the back porch this morning listening to a sermon.
I'm sure.
I did not know that.
Yep. We do that lots.
What, fuck up?
Yeah.
Yep.
He said we all make mistakes. But yeah, you got it now.
I can't believe I didn't catch that on the third one, though. Well, like I think it was my Volkswagen Beetle was the last car I rebuilt the engine on, and it didn't have any kind of seals on top of the valve guides. But, you know, that's an ancient engine design. Yeah, that's the last time I got, like, deep into an engine. Okay, hand me a pair of keepers, please.
Keepers? You keep asking me to do this. I wonder if I can change the position of the chat.
On your screen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chat filter. Okay. There we go.
Okay. That assembly lube works really good for this, but I also had the red grease I was using.
Right.
Which works just as well. Okay, that is 2 in this head that are done.
Yay!
Yep. Fuck, I'm stupid sometimes.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to work my way back. I got to do this one and all 3 of these.
That's the nice thing about having a welder. Stuff like this, you know. So, if you look at the tool, you can see that every time we compress a spring, it's damaging the top of the tool. It's taking material out of it. So at some point, we're going to wear our way through that tool. What are we doing wrong? Someone said we're doing something wrong.
What are we doing wrong?
I'm not sure. They haven't answered that yet.
Oh.
Many, many things, I'm sure.
Well, I know wrong is I forgot to install the seals.
That's hilarious. I can't see any other way to do this.
If somebody's got some proper information, I'm always willing to learn.
Someone said you need a bolt softer than the tool.
Oh. So, there used to be a ball bearing on the end of this thing, and it wore away really freaking quickly.
Yeah.
And now it's just eating the tool. It's not that big of a deal. If it actually compromises the tool before I'm done with this engine, I can weld a washer onto it.
Yep.
And space out the metal, and we're good.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going to end up happening. We're going to end up just adding material to it. It's no big deal.
Replace what's wearing down.
Yeah. Someone asks, how many pounds are those valve springs? I don't know. We're going to see if we can find that answer. Oh, look, instructions. Look,
paperwork, at least.
Jeff has instructions.
For the springs. Okay, redesign number 26918 Beehive valve springs. Longer lift capability.
Don't let dumbass install valve springs.
125-pound seat pressure.
There we are. Ooh, okay, so look. Here's the goodness. Calm cams.
Oh, man, look at the open load.
125 pounds seat pressure.
Yeah, and open load of 367.
Look at that. Yeah. Go comp cams.
Again, not sponsored.
Right.
It's just the product we bought because it's kind of legendary.
So someone says there's a washer that goes on that piece.
Oh.
Well,
we found it in the back of the car.
We found it in the back of the car, and it didn't have a washer. So we're using it as it is, and it seems to be working. So we're just going to keep rolling with it.
It was in a Ziploc bag in the back of the car when we got it.
What's our goal with the engine?
Around 500 horse.
So, yeah, the goal with the engine is 450 to 500 horsepower.
It should be something close to it.
I will show you this here. Right here. Long tube headers. And then the second stage comp cam kit going in. Also MDS delete. You'll see those right here. Those are the solenoid plugs. And yeah, so somewhere around 450, 500 horsepower. It's going to be a street and strip car. And it's going to go out and do charity work. It's getting a light bar, it's getting decals, and it's going to go out and do work for the charity organization that I run that is called the Phoenix Ghostbusters. Look us up, phoenixghostbusters.org. Everything we do is for kids and families in need. We are a 501c3. So the valve springs are 125 foot-pounds.
Open load.
Open load.
Full compression is 367.
367 for full
compression.
Yeah. So someone said have to find a blower now. Right.
Right.
Thank you so much. We also have an Instagram. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, a piece of rubber would probably work pretty good tool.
Well, I gotta hit the metal on the outside.
No, I'm talking about for the compression tool.
Oh,
like a hard piece of rubber, maybe to keep it from grinding the steel.
There we go. So as long as I take the spring off so I don't destroy it, a 3/8 square drive hits solidly on all four corners of the thing around the rubber, and then I can knock it the fuck on there.
Awesome. Someone just said I just put a SVT supercharger on my Lexus IS 460. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
No, the head is not ported and polished.
No, not taking that kind of time on it. It's maybe future concepts. Part of this is we want to get this thing going fairly soon.
Yeah, I'd really like to drive it. Part of this is my impatience. Alright, I'm hoping to maybe put this in the stand for a little bit.
Yeah.
Go get a drink.
Yeah.
So
you can do that.
Maybe we'll try that. Alright, so...
That's why I brought the big glass of water out here.
Right.
I don't think there's any brews left, but there is at least one can of that weird Japanese seltzer.
Right. Alright, so we're going to lose our ability to see chat.
Until you get back.
Until I get back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you in Jeff's capable hands.
I am obviously not paying attention to the chat. I'm working. So, chat amongst yourselves, and when Mark gets back, we'll be back to interacting.
Let me see if this is actually charging. I don't know if it is or not. The boys fucking tablet. What's in there?
Man, that spring gets strong when it starts compressing.
So hopefully I can leave it in there and then I can watch the chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to step away for a moment so nobody is monitoring the chat. Oh, absolutely. Yes, the boot lid has become a workbench.
Tends to happen. Whoop.
Uh-oh, what was that?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
I got it.
Yeah, you say that.
That lined up correctly. There we go. All right, that's one keeper in. This lube is both super sticky and super slippery. Oh, I can hear that Dodge truck down the road. Talked to him. Apparently he's just long tube headers and a cat delete. Sounds pretty good. Damn it, it dropped. And damn it, where'd you go? Pain in the butt. Okay, let's try this with my fingers. Rotate around. Damn it. Knocked the other one off. At the moment, I've got the tool at a bad angle, but because of the lack of a ball bearing that collapsed just has ground down, I don't have the ability to turn this thing. But nah, I was hoping that would stick better. Got it. Sorry I'm not chatting so much. I kind of focused on what I'm doing and regretting missing installing these seals. I hope everyone's doing well, having a good Sunday. just had it. Oh, lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. All right, I've got 2 more I have to put seals into that I forgot to put seals into. And then I can finish this head. After this one. Ah, and it returns the mark. Indeed.
What kind of... Okay, we have so many questions.
Yes, you might want to start.
I'm trying.
You might want to pull it back off the stand and start responding.
Yep.
Hands are busy, hands are greasy.
Yep. All right, let's see. Sorry, gentlemen and ladies, whoever's watching. All right. Okay, I had our message restricted. I got a couple of funky messages. Nothing that super matters.
Yeah. No straight up questions or anything?
No. Couple of messages in looks like Arabic.
Ah. Sanskrit, or however you say the name of that written language.
Yep.
Okay. 2 more.
Ooh.
And
50.
I've got the seals on everything I've put a spring on so far.
52 Dog says, I'm about to finish my Volvo engine, about 300 horsepower. Freaking,
Nice.
That's awesome out of a Volvo. So is it a diesel then? I'm curious about that, because that would be pretty epic.
Though in Europe, most Volvos probably are diesel. I don't think they are here.
Right.
Not anymore.
Well, most of them were, but yeah.
There was a period of time diesel was cheaper than gasoline,
right?
And diesel cars caught on, and then the price went up because of that. You know, supply, demand, blah blah.
Yep. All right. So since we've been streaming forever, sorry about the horrible camera angle. I'll plug my phone in, see where we're at. 50%. Look at all this progress.
I'm getting kind of good at this. Because I fucked up enough, I needed enough practice.
Yeah. Yep, replacing the valve seal. Well, so we're upgrading. Okay, so this is all... we're upgrading from stock to a Stage 2 comp cam kit. There's a stock valve spring. There is a Stage 2 comp cam valve spring. And so we have put a Stage 2 comp cam in the Hemi that is already in there, along with a MDS delete. So in order, when doing that, you have to replace the valve seals and everything like that.
Main concept is the springs. They can't handle the lope on the new cam with stock springs. So these are much beefier springs that snap your valves closed way faster. And if you're new to the stream, yes, I was an idiot and forgot to install valve seals. So I'm going back and installing seals.
Man, that was amazing. It's a nice close-up of that too. So the motor is in a 2005. So most of it should be a 2005. I think it's still the original motor.
As far as I can tell, that is the original motor. The casting numbers match for a car. So it's either out of a Charger or it's the original motor.
Yeah, and supposedly this engine had 141,000 miles on it. That's what the odometer says. And it was rebuilt before I bought it. So, you know, this engine technically did not have 141,000 miles on it. So what we're doing to it shouldn't be necessary, but it was rebuilt very poorly.
And if I had to dig this far in, I'm stabbing in a new cam. And if I'm stabbing in a new cam, I'm putting in the choppiest mother frickin' cam I can get.
Oh, yes, it is DOD. Yes, yes, multiple displacement system. Yep, same thing. Neighbor chick just asked me to come look at her. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Does she have bad lifters? Yep. So here's your DOD solenoid delete right here. Yep. Yeah, it's all the same thing. Active fuel management, MDS, DOD, it's all the same thing.
I buy a V8. I want a V8.
Two quarts overfilled. Crazy. That means she's seen too many mechanics.
Oh my god, this is so much better than almost losing my head last night.
Oh man.
Again, look at our live stream from yesterday where it says lapping valves. About 3/4 of the way through it, I've got one of these compressed in this valve spring compressor, and it let go. And I stood totally still for a moment thinking I might be dead.
Oh, this is great. Okay, so on to the serious question first. Is it hard to completely remove the MDS on a Hemi? Yes and no.
So you can technically do it. I think you could technically do it without changing anything other than disconnecting the solenoids and turning it off in the computer. But what we are doing is necessary because the equipment is incompatible with the cam we put in. So we have to put in different lifters, which are incompatible with the solenoids. I think if your engine's basically stock, you literally just unplug them, which they're underneath your intake setup, the plenum intake manifold setup, and just turn it off in the computer. I'm not certain, though. We're going way past that.
Yep. So he says, I told her to go down to Jiffy Lube and get her oil changed. And entertainingly enough, story about Take 5. I had a friend that just took their car to Take 5 and had their oil changed, and they forgot to put oil back in it, and my friend left. And so their engine is now trash, and they're trying to get Take 5 to take credit for it and replace their fucking engine.
You know, it's a pain in the ass to change my own oil, because getting rid of the oil is a pain in the ass. I really need to buy a waste oil, or build a waste oil burner at some point. But that's why I don't go to, Take 5 or even Jiffy Lube.
Yep.
I change my own fucking oil.
Yep.
Because at least I know I'm not going to forget to peel the seal off of the oil filter before installing it. Or, don't get the drain plug put back in. Or...
Yeah.
I hate actually doing it myself. I'd rather just pay somebody to do it, but I can't really trust anyone to do it right. I hear about this stuff all the time.
Yep.
Alright, this is the last I'm an idiot. And then I install 2 more and
Yeah.
move on to the other head.
You heard it here first, folks. He said this is the last time he'll be an idiot.
Oh, no. I said this historically, not future. I bet you there's somebody watching me do this, just waiting for me to flip this off the edge of this thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me.
You? Dick. Then we would be taking my truck apart. I'd be like, sorry.
Oh, that's horrible. Rooster Cogburn on here said he said my aunt had Jiffy Lube talk her into a quick drain oil plug. She came out the next morning and all her oil had drained out. They paid for it.
They should. If you could prove you just had an oil change and you have no oil in your engine and it's seized, it should be cut and dry. I know the world gets stupid, but... And his name's Rooster Cogburn? Isn't that the name of the ostrich ranch down by Tucson?
I don't know.
Rooster Cogburn's Ostrich Ranch?
I don't know.
I swear to God it is.
What'd you drop?
What do you think it is?
The cage?
10 millimeter.
Nah. So it's gone forever?
No, I can see it.
It's like a weeping angel. Once you take your eyes off of it, it's gone.
It's right there. Where'd it go?
He says, yep, the movie Rooster Cogburn. John Wayne.
Ah, nice. Yeah, between Phoenix and Tucson, there's an ostrich ranch titled that. Like, you can go get ostrich eggs, make a freaking giant omelet with a single egg. They used to sell meat. I'm not sure if they still do.
God, those things are massive.
Comparatively, yeah. I was half expecting nested beehives, where there's concentric springs one inside the other.
Right.
They, I think, come with the stage 3 setup.
Ah, yeah.
Which, if I were to do the stage 3 setup, we'd rip apart your transmission, and we wouldn't really be able to drive this thing on the street very well.
Yeah. So, Dead Brain said, turkey legs at the Ren Fair are ostrich. Always have been. Way cheaper.
Oh.
I mean...
Must be young ostriches. I miss when the Ren Fair had pork legs. When we were young back in the 90s.
Baby, they said. Baby.
Baby ostrich, okay.
I don't know that I remember them having pork.
The very first time when I went with that chick Jessica I dated that ended up committing murder later in life.
I don't know that I remember that one.
Oh, Jessica Wood.
Oh, Jessica Wood. No, yeah. I remember that one. You say her last name, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
We went to the Ren Fair together when her and I were dating, and it was the first time I'd ever been to the Ren Fair. And I swear to God, it was a pig leg.
Okay.
Not a turkey leg.
One of my favorites is always steak on a steak.
Yeah.
And then they used to have more stuff. Someone's telling us we're doing it wrong, and then they said, sup, everybody.
Are they just being a butt, or...
Neverboard S10 Addict. That's probably... I believe I've seen Neverboard in Bryce's chats.
Ah,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I heard what she did later in life, I was like, holy crap, I'm glad I didn't stick around that shit.
Yeah, right, exactly. I thought so. I was pretty sure that I'd seen Neverboard in Bryce's chat, so, you know. Yeah, he said he's just goofing.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, we're probably doing it wrong.
Oh,
That's
well,
okay.
I mean, we're not doing it I'm not wearing white, clean gloves. We don't look like a freaking mechanic. That Jeep just came out of the desert, and that's not typically a Jeep I'd see off-road.
Yeah.
Huh.
Go them.
I mean, it's not like it's hardcore off-road over there. The fucking Scion could do it if we could get it over the curb.
Right.
And, you know, it had a working throttle.
Right.
Someday we're going to have to figure that out. It definitely is wiring. But oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We now have seals on everything that's in here. I'm less of an idiot, I guess. Or I'm still an idiot. I'm not sure.
I wasn't going to say that.
But now I can move forward.
52 Dog said, come to North Dakota. You can take the Scion off-road, no problem. Ah! An arm right in the camera. So, this is my 2009 Scion TC. I got it off a friend that I work with for nothing. Like literally $150. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Except...
other than the fact that the throttle, so the throttle pedal and the throttle body are not communicating. The drive-by-wire system is not communicating. It runs amazing, and it's got 100,000 miles on it, which anybody that knows anything about Toyotas, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's the standard Toyota VVT engine. That thing's good for 300,000-400,000 if you keep up on it.
Ooh, Amanda found the iPad.
So what, I just jumped the gun again?
What? What'd you do? You're fired. You didn't put the valve in there?
I didn't put the stem seal in again. I keep doing it. I just keep trying to jump to... I put the bottom in, which is usually the seal.
All right, so I'm going to put this back in the thingy.
Why?
Because I'm going to go get the... How many cats on it? On the Scion or on the Magnum? On the Scion, I would assume 1.
Maybe 2?
Maybe 2. I've never looked. Alright.
On the Magnum, there's 2. 1 in each bank.
Alright, so this is back in the stand. I'm going to go get... the other device that I can monitor stuff
give me a
with.
drink soda.
I'll think about it.
Would you? Please.
No.
It would be so appreciated.
Would it?
Yes. All right, so we're moving forward. I am now back to installing shit that I didn't screw up. So. Woo! Yeah. So this is loads of fun. The last engine I was anywhere near this deep into was an air-cooled Volkswagen 1800cc. I had a 1970 Super Beetle. And I partially rebuilt it with Porsche components, or at least Porsche clone components, and I had a pretty fast little Beetle. It was only like 115 horsepower, but when the car is 37 stock, 115 is a lot. Welcome back.
I'm not back for long. I'm just gonna plug this in and I'll go get your cream soda.
I was gonna say, you don't have my cream soda.
You're right, I don't, because I'm not your bitch.
Damn.
Right?
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Who's giving you head?
Not you.
A head, I mean.
Fake mechanics are the ones that never screw up. Damn right.
Right? Oh my god.
Damn right.
And I will say, I'm first to admit, I'm not a properly trained mechanic. I'm just really good at figuring shit out. I've always been good with my hands, and I've been tinkering with cars for 25 years. Sometimes I may not know exactly what I'm doing, but I have a damned good idea. Okay, there we go. I had to triple check. Yes, there is a seal on that one. Come back here, come back here. Got it. Fucking roll away on me.
Let me take a minute. All right.
How we doing?
Well,
How we doing?
better than you.
I'm doing just fine, thank you very much.
Are you?
Yeah, I just didn't get snapped on.
So we're sitting at about 43 people.
Nice. Nice. Hello, everyone.
Watching you guys build your Hemi makes me want to finish my Volvo's engine. Good. Glad we can inspire.
Right?
Well, as Freiberger and Finnegan say, don't get it right, just get it running. I love that phrase because it's perfect.
Yeah, it kind of fits the way we've always done this shit.
Yep.
What was that?
Just
just a socket.
Just
okay.
a socket.
It ran away. Thank God I have extras. There we go. Anyone that just tuned in, welcome to the stream. I am the one doing the work. Mark will be back shortly. He's usually being the cameraman, and we're chatting, and he's responding to chat. I just need both hands to do this. Well, that was done with me. I don't want to have to pull that.
What'd you do?
I should have put the base plate in before I put the seal in. Base plate doesn't fit over the seal.
Oh, that was dumb.
Yeah, it was. You see those vice grips around anywhere?
Maybe.
Should have been right here somewhere.
Trying to find vice grips.
I thought the last time I used them was to yank the one that was missed on the head I was going to clean.
I'm pretty sure it was.
But they're not out there. Because I got to get that seal back off.
Right.
So I got to wiggle it loose.
Right. Right here.
Yeah? Okay, cool. That's not going to work. I keep getting ahead of myself, and I'll go a step further than I should before I should do it.
Right.
I'm hoping this seat's back on tightly when I get it off.
It says we have about 32 people here.
Nice.
And we've been online for an hour and your video is muted. 11:55.
Again?
No. That was 11:55.
Oh, okay.
So we've been online for about an hour and 40 minutes. We haven't hit the numbers we did yesterday, but I'm wondering if that has a time of day thing.
It very likely does. And, you know, we've got plenty to keep going on. Just keep plugging.
Well, yeah. So me and Amanda have a thing to do in
Ah.
a couple of hours.
Oh, okay.
But what's nice... Oh, that's the other thing I have to talk to you about. About putting in that window AC.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Shouldn't be that hard to do. You want it in your room?
Yeah.
You just point out which window.
The one where we have the other one?
So you want the R2-D2 unit to come out.
Yep.
And the window AC to go in.
Yep.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
I am the general handyman of the household. We've known each other for a very fucking long time. One of those rare instances of friendship lasts past high school. Is charging.
Yep. We have lots of fun together. We rip on each other, you know, but generally, we, for the most part, enrich each other's lives.
I don't think I've ever actually been mad at you. Yeah, I think you've probably been mad at me once or twice, but I don't think I've ever actually been mad at you.
And most of the time, it's stuff that's not that hard to get over.
Right?
So, Jeffrey Piper asks, what are you guys building? So this is a 2005 Dodge Magnum. This is a this is a Gen 3 Hemi. We are putting a Stage 2 cam in it. And that comes with, you know, Stage 2 lifters, or Stage 2 springs.
Upgraded Beehive springs, much stronger than stock.
I can't talk.
I've noticed. Basically, we bought a kit from Comp Cams that is roughly 70 to 80 horsepower in a box. We're also adding long tube headers and working on the exhaust a little bit. We're not going completely crazy, but we want that nice deep chop that you get from the exhaust of a lot of the newer high performance Hemis. Hand me your pair of keepers, please.
Keeper.
Keeper. Words?
Words.
Yeah.
No, I'm not at all. Thank you, 52 dog. I appreciate it. See, I can't talk at all. Fucking A. Not stoned, not drunk, still can't talk.
That's not good. Are you having a seizure?
It's possible.
Come on. Little bastard. Get in there.
Awesome. Yep. This is right in the driveway. Luckily, I have a really nice long driveway.
Yeah, it's a 6-car driveway, and there's an awning over about half of it, so it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Weather's not terrible yet.
It's nice for about another 3 weeks, then it sucks.
Friggin' Arizona.
Yeah. Then it'll be 115 outside, and we'll be like, fuck this shit.
Get in there. I gotta compress a little bit more.
I was waiting for that to happen.
I got it. That's why I grabbed the tweezers from my aquarium. There we go. And that, ladies and gentle persons, is a completed spring replacement and valve lapping, if you watched the video last night.
If you didn't, it's amazing. It's a total blast.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call it a blast, but it does go strong.
Oh, it did go strong.
So we should be good to go on this head now.
Ooh.
I love aluminum heads. Set this aside.
Yeah, we've done the whole work on our backs in gravel a lot too.
Oh man, yeah. So many years of crawling around having gravel grinding into my spine.
Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with old school small block Chevy.
Absolutely not.
I've got kind of old school small block Chevy one car back in my driveway.
Yeah, 89 Firebird with, we're not sure, but it's supposed to be a 305, but it's not. It's not normal.
Way too fast.
Mark knows the 3rd gen Chevy, and there's something very different about this car. Okay, so the next step, here's the other head. Whoop, whoop. Gonna lap some valves.
Lap some valves.
Let's see here. Front of engine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. As I got it positioned, I want to turn it so it faces me the other way. It's actually 1, 3, 5, 7 in the firing order.
Top.
But this is a driver's side, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to me. This is a driver's side.
It's it's so much faster than like an HO 305. It's probably a 350. It really is.
Or a stroker motor. It's got so much torque, I almost think it's a stroker motor.
52 Dog, we do actually have assembly goo. High-tech assembly lube. Yep. Maybe he just didn't put enough on that last one that fell apart. Yep.
Oh, I gotta clean the faces of these valves.
Ah.
Plug in the Dremel, please.
Sure. So that's the best part about this. Yeah, I see it.
I don't think any of these are that bad. We had one yesterday I wish I'd been taking video of. An exhaust valve that had so much carbon buildup, it was almost flat. And I ended up putting it in a piece of fuel line, putting it in our drill press, and shaving the carbon off down almost to the metal so it didn't just destroy my Dremel tool parts. I'm going to do this not over this because I don't want to put all the carbon in there. This is a very soft polishing type wheel. I am intentionally not using anything that generates any sparks. I don't want to actually chew into the valve at all. I just want a smooth enough surface that the suction cup on the lapping tool will do its job. See, I don't think that one was ever sealing correctly.
Oh, yeah. Show that to the camera. Oh,
Usually there's a shiny line, and I got nothing. So let's clean this up.
But, let's see. Jeffrey, you said HO 305 maybe. Like that's possible, but go back and there's a video that I did with Spider Eye where I do a burnout in a parking lot, and it's an epic burnout.
Maybe you're just good at burnouts.
52 Dog asked if we're doing head studs. No, we're not doing head studs. No. I actually think I've seen head studs on a couple of these engines, and they end up interfering with some stuff.
Yeah?
Because of the way they stick up.
Oh, yeah. Now, we got some long tubes going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're putting the existing intake back on. I really actually want the intake from a 6.1 so I can put a bigger throttle body on it, but that's down the road. That's a pricey thing, and it really is just, a couple hours to pull it off, bolt the next piece on.
Right. So, Jeffrey Piper said, had an 87 Monte Carlo SS HO 305. And he said it would smoke the tires every time.
Okay, well.
And what you're seeing right now is serious old school valve lap job.
Yeah, I wanted to get the one that attaches to a drill, but they didn't have one. I'm going to go grab a paper towel real quick.
Okay, there's shop towels right there.
Well, I was also going to get something to drink.
Yeah, you're fine. You're not going to take your cup? So now you're just stuck with me. I guess I get in front of the camera. I can't see chat if I do that, but so yeah, once again, in fact, I'll turn the camera this way. Once again, what we're building is this awesomeness here. And if I do this, I can actually kind of see what you guys see. we're building this awesome Magnum. In fact, if I come down here, I can see and I can chat. So, man, now you guys can see my bald spot. So, yeah, 2005 Dodge Magnum, street and strip car is what it's going for. So, figured it was going to take you longer. Damn it. I'm entertaining the masses.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, so gonna be a street and strip car, gonna do charity work, gonna hopefully raise funds for the charity group that I run.
Hopefully gonna run at the duct tape drags. We actually are still under the $5,000 limit because of how cheaply the car was purchased.
I got the car really, really cheap, so technically we're under the $5,000 limit. So yeah,
we're only at like $3,500, really.
Not even that.
That's true, because the long tubes were a gift. We didn't pay for them.
Yep. So yeah, lots of fun. We are in Mesa, Arizona. All right, back to lapping. Now you don't have to look at my ugly one no more.
Let's see how that did. I'm getting there. That one's going to take a little bit.
Oh yeah, because that one had like nothing.
Yeah.
That's the one that had like no valve seal.
Yep. I'm getting there. As you can see, I'm exposing clean metal. And it's doing the same thing in the ring where the valve seal sits into. So all I got to do is keep spinning. And again, I kind of wish I'd been able to get the one that fits on a drill, but we went to all our local auto parts stores, and the much older school, less friendly one had this. And I wanted the one that attaches to a drill, but whatever. Now I get to pretend like I'm a caveman starting a fire.
That would mean you had a couple of Ungaduggas, right?
Yes.
So but you don't have any Ungaduggas.
Oh. Thankfully, the rest of these valve seals look better. This is our auxiliary head. This is the one that was outside for a while. A few of these might have been sitting open for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would explain it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where we're at. There's some staining in the metal, but I don't feel any actual pitting.
Nice.
I think we're good. Oh yeah, and the valve seat came out great. Orientation locked.
Yep.
The valve seat came out beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So we're good there. The child is a little angry.
Teenagers.
Right. Okay, moving on. That's the exhaust valve. Where There's my bag. There's my bag. Swap them. There are some really light minor scratches in the surface of this head that bother me a little bit, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it.
Right.
Alright, so lapping compound. Assembly grease. Clean that up. Once the compound starts leaking out, I can't get traction. Alright, let's see how this one looks. Significantly better. I'm going to stop using brake clean as much, just to keep from wasting the product. Demonstration has been shown, so I'm just going to work through the rest of the 6 valves. D4, D3, where's D2? Oh, there's D2. Buried under lifters. Ooh, oily. Nasty. Nasty jazz.
Dip it in the lapping compound.
Yep. So I just run a bead around it. This is overload. I end up wiping it off, but I need it in there so it gets into the valve seal. And as I rub the 2 pieces of metal together, the micro abrasives polish the surfaces.
No, it's actually the head off a 3rd gen Hemi.
What'd they think it was?
An LT head?
Oh, no. LTs don't have 2 spark plugs per cylinder, do they?
I don't believe so, no. But maybe he can't see that.
Ah. Yeah.
It says we have So on here it says we have 70 people. On there it says we have 45. I'm hoping it's the oh, couldn't see that it was a Hemi head. No problem, that's okay. We're trying to get the best camera angles we have. It's really hard when you're doing it this way. Whoop. Ta-da! Here, is this help? And Hemi. So, this is a 2005 Dodge Magnum that is getting a Comp Cam Stage 2 kit. So, it should be pretty darn awesome. There, now you guys have been all running around like crazy. Probably unplugged everything. Yeah. There. Tight like a tiger.
I'm glad I'm lapping this head. The other one was I'm just doing it out of habit. I always lap
This
valves.
was Frankie's head, right?
Yeah, this one was Frankie's head. This one seems to have sat outside for a while with the rocker arms removed. Valves were open, so the surfaces corroded slightly. And
Right.
Not too big of a deal, easy to fix, as long as you've got this shit.
Yep. So this thing should be a hell of a machine when it's done. I got it for a song. It is awesome. I love it. I cannot wait to play with it. I cannot wait to show it many years of love that it doesn't seem like it got.
Right?
It has definitely been abused.
But it's in actually really good shape.
It's in really good shape.
The abuse is it looks like it was put together by a 16-year-old who meant well but didn't know what he was doing.
Yes. Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah. So it honestly looks like one of us put it back together when we were young.
Yeah, right.
I'm not like horribly shitting. It's the kind of work we would have done 25 years ago.
Right.
You think you know and you can do these things, but you can't, Nemo.
Right?
All right. Now I should be able to get that suction cup stuck.
So all this craziness has definitely taught me a lot about engines. I knew a fair share, but I haven't laid hands on a lot of stuff. This has taught me a lot, which makes me feel pretty good.
It's refreshing my memory and reminding me I can still do this kind of stuff, even though it's a very new car, not something from the 60s like I'm used to working on.
Once you get all the mechanical stuff off the top, it's still relatively the same.
Just a pushrod overhead valve V8. Ain't no flathead.
Hey, come on, Bryce. Get in here. Ain't no flathead.
I am not grinding into the metal at all. This is a cleaning wheel, and it's basically gone. I hope I don't need another one. I'm just trying to get a smooth enough
We might
surface
have
in the carbon.
one in our set.
Yeah, possibly. I'm just trying to get a smooth enough surface in the carbon that I can get traction with the suction cup.
This is pretty stable. I'll give it that.
Yeah, for a fairly cheap tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had quite a few people in here. We've been live for over 2 hours. I really appreciate all you people in here, all the likes and all the subs. It means a lot. I've really been trying to gain traction on the channel. Not for, the monetary gain or anything like that. It's for the entertainment value. And for the charity organization that I run. That's what this is all about. This is all about the kids and giving back to the community.
And having a blast while doing it.
And having a blast and burning rubber while doing it. Oh, you all missed that one, and it didn't make the amazing sound that it made last night. Jeff just put the lapping tool in his mouth and got it wet. Cup. And that's amazing and hilarious.
I did wipe it off first.
Yeah, on your dirty shirt.
What do you expect from me?
This is our life. Day in, day out.
All right. That's good.
So yeah, if you guys want to share the live stream, hey, these guys are dumbasses. They're pretty funny though. We appreciate that. Share the channel, give us a like, give us a sub, I'd
watch these guys fuck up.
Yeah, watch him rebuild a head twice because he forgot to put the valve seals in. I would love to get the channel monetized just for, so that we can put it back into the charity group. That would be awesome.
But even if not, at least we're having fun.
Absolutely. And that's the main goal of this. This is all for the entertainment of it. It's going to be awesome to see this thing roll down the drag strip. I personally have never taken a car down a drag strip. That's always been a bucket list item for me. It was going to be my Firebird. Now it'll probably be this before the Firebird.
Yeah, the Firebird, it basically could be the Firebird now.
Yeah. Maybe they'll go together.
Yeah. I do like the idea of side-by-side burnouts, just who drives what.
Right.
Goddamn it. I got lapping compound in it.
Oh, yeah. So we are using actual lapping compound. Where is the... There it is.
Yeah.
Give me.
It's a Permatex water mix valve grinding compound.
Ta-da! So that is what we are using to do the valves.
All it is a microabrasive suspended in a fluid that I'm spinning the surfaces against each other and polishing them to each other.
Thank you so much for that awesome comment. That's a great comment. I really appreciate stuff like that. That's valid and adds, value to what we're doing. Not that anything else is less valid, but stuff that we can comment on and, maybe add value
a little bit.
And educate a little bit is totally awesome. This is a very old school way of doing things.
Well, it's still done this way.
Yeah.
Really. Just, you might be spinning it with a power tool instead of doing it by hand.
Right.
All right, looking good. I'm going to pause for a moment.
Yep.
Not long. Not like we have to end the stream or anything.
Yeah.
I got one more cylinder to lap.
Yep.
And then we start installing everything else.
Oh, thank you so much. Aries says, I liked and subbed because I like this kind of stuff. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. We like this kind of stuff too. That's why we're here doing it.
And we're finally in a scenario where we've got something that is kind of a holy crap for both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go through this entire process with my Dodge truck. It's got the same engine. I actually want to do a stroker on that one, so that's probably going to be the last thing we do with any vehicle we have here.
So, like that lapping compound and the lapping tool we got at Napa. So most places do sell that kind of thing. We did try and get it at AutoZone.
Both AutoZone and O'Reilly.
Both
they
AutoZone
didn't have it.
and O'Reilly didn't have it. We
They
had to
could
go to
order
Napa.
it.
Yeah. They can order it. How many valves? This is a 16 valve.
Yeah.
This is a 16 valve engine.
Yeah, it's a pretty basic V8. When you get under, nothing in this is that different except for minor geometry differences from an engine built in the 60s.
They said how many miles? I'm sorry. This engine technically has 140,000 miles on it. It was previously rebuilt, but previously rebuilt poorly. So what we're doing had to be done anyway. We have previous videos on how poorly it was rebuilt. There's a lot of that covered in shorts as to all the very poor things that were done to this.
Yeah, like a spark plug is a drain plug.
Yeah, spark plug is a drain plug in the radiator.
Missing transmission bolts.
Yep, missing transmission bolts. And then
the lifter trays weren't bolted in.
Lifter trays weren't bolted in. It's amazing this thing ran as good as it did. It really is.
It just smoked like, my grandma.
Yeah. Yep.
We got somebody from India watching.
Yep, we have someone from India watching.
Awesome. We are global.
Like Skynet. Oh, well, so here's the fun part about that. I never really drove it on the road. I bought it, I drove it home. And it was smoking so bad that I knew it required further maintenance before being driven at all. So we knew we were going to tear into it before it got driven.
We were expecting to have to do a full engine rebuild. And we're almost there, except I think the bottom end has been serviced very recently, and everything seems tight. I need to do a compression test when we put the heads back on, just to be sure. But I think we're good.
Yeah.
A number of the heads have impact damage on this plate here inside the combustion chamber from a valve drop. 2 on one head and 1 on the other on the stock engine. This is not the stock head. This is a accessory head we have, an extra one. This is going on. This has no valve drop. The one that did have one impact event, we buffed down all the high points just to try to make sure we didn't have hot spots. I think that's why the computer was giving us random misfire codes, because 3 cylinders had hot spots and was causing pre-detonation.
Yeah. Someone said, hopefully the heads are straight and won't need any decking. We think they are.
The one that was on the car, I could see the machining pattern. It's been decked recently.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they didn't clean up the combustion chambers.
Right.
I lapped the valves in that one because I just do it out of habit. Anytime I'm in here, I lap valves. It's just good practice.
Yeah.
How often do you get in there? All right, what do we got? Hopefully not very often.
Hopefully not very often. But I really appreciate all of you guys in here. Oh yeah, it's wild how so Carlos here said it's wild how sometimes it's the small details that make the huge difference. Yeah, like bolting in your lifter baskets.
Right. And I know that wasn't causing the smoking, but eventually those lifter baskets was going to fail because it's rattling around.
Yep.
Or trays. We keep calling them baskets, but we were corrected. Lifter trays. And when that thing failed, the lifter would turn sideways. Then it would start chewing apart the cam.
Yep.
That's why I don't drive my truck. I have the Hemi tick really damn bad, and I'm fully expecting there to be a groove worn into one of the lobes in my cam.
Yeah. Yes, I saw.
Well lubed, it just slipped right in.
That's what she said.
Wrong hole Wednesday. Oh, damn. Did I really just do that? Okay, did it hit the edge? I feel nothing, but it's going back in and getting lapped a little bit more.
Oh, man. It made a horrible sound.
I know it did. I don't feel anything, but it's going to get lapped just a little bit more.
I know that didn't happen on camera, but Jeff just dropped a valve. So, Carlos said, when lapping the valves, how do you know they're good? Is it by the sound or how the edges look?
So the absolute best way to do this would actually be to get some machining dye and paint the surfaces with it, and then lap until you don't see any more blue.
Yep.
Would be the absolute best way to do this. I'm just going until they look good. Kind of ghetto, not quite the right way to do it. If you really wanted to do it right, you'd get some machining dye, color the metal, and then polish until it's gone. Okay, thank God I don't think I damaged it. I have other valves, but that's a hell of a lap job to seat a valve into a port it didn't come out of.
Carlos said, oh, wow, that's a good idea. Machining dye. Yep.
Yeah.
Seen it lots.
Yeah, it's what they paint the top of your of this with.
When they're decking.
And then deck the thing, and they go until you can't see it anymore. Then they go like 5 thousandths further and call it good. Yeah, we're good.
Woo, man. Scary.
Yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
I mean, again, have spares, but installing them would be a pain.
Ooh, you just got told by Bidu. Nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I find either people around my age are into Joy Division, or really young kids who got into it because of the show Stranger Things.
Oh, we actually have a full-on question. We have Gerald here that says, I have a 2003 Jaguar that needs head gaskets. Should I do the valves at the same time?
Anytime you take your head off, you should at least address how your valve train is.
Are you like the Red Queen? Off with your head!
Well, anytime you take the head off, you should be addressing these things. Looking at the conditions, seeing if anything should be done. You said a Jag, right?
Yep.
I don't know that much about working on Jags. I know they're not a lot of fun. But I would definitely recommend looking into it. Check your valve seats. Notice these ones aren't shiny. This is why I'm doing this. So we get a nice clean seal. Anytime you can make this seal better, it's worth doing. So you just need a spring compressor, pop the valves out, coat them in lapping compound, lube up the shaft, and do what I'm doing.
All right.
Well, it missed my eye. Should have been wearing safety glasses. That just went rat. But we're clean.
Okay, so let's see. We have a couple of comments here. So we have Zuko's Garden Tilling says, I have a 1992 Celica.
Ooh.
367,000 miles.
Yeah, dude, it's Celica, man.
Do I need to do an engine swap or I can keep going? For a Celica, you can keep going. If it's not smoking, you can keep going.
I would do a compression test. See
Yeah.
where your engine compression's at. It's probably lower than it should be, but if it's no more than like 10% lower than it should be, just keep going.
Jeff, you have a direct comment from Vidu. I started listening to them in the 90s, but back to the task at hand.
Yes.
And then you have Ashley Barrera. Oh my God, this is so satisfying. I have a 2003 Honda Civic that I may need to do this to the heads myself.
Well, as you can see, it's a lot of work. The best thing I can say is Ziploc bags and Sharpies are your friend. Bag everything and label where it came from. It really helps when you go to put it back together.
Zuko's as saying it's leaking oil too, which is why I was asking, which is the Celica with the 367,000 miles.
Well, it depends on where it's leaking from. If it's one of your main seals, either if it's your front, you can do that without doing an engine rebuild. If it's your rear, you have to separate your engine and transmission, pull out your torque converter or clutch package, depending on what kind of tranny you have. If it's your rear main seal, I'd go ahead and rebuild the engine as long as it's not a price problem. You rebuild that thing, you'll get another 300,000 miles out of it. As long as they're well maintained, those things run forever.
Ooh, we have Jordan Brady in here. Says, I have a second gen 2002 Escalade. The ones that are like the Avalanche, with the 6-liter in it, with 200,000 miles on it. Has the air ride suspension issues. He says paint is beat and dented to shit. He says I plan to turbo it one day.
Damn.
Oh, so the guy with the Celica says it's manual trans and the valve cover is leaking.
Oh, fucking valve cover seal takes you 15 minutes. You pull the valve cover, swap the seal, put it back on. I would literally just keep putting oil in it regularly. You know, do your oil changes, maintain the thing properly, and it's probably going to last you another 100,000 miles.
And then we have Jordan Brady again. Says I have a 2000 Yukon that's mint, but a blown head gasket and rod knocking. I want to swap it. Should I? I would say rebuild it.
Depends on what that rod knock is, but it's probably a wrist pin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably a wrist pin, and yeah, then rebuild it.
knocking stuff over. He said, "Yeah, I already had a new head gasket put on at $274,000."
Yeah. That's a good long run for a head gasket.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
and Jordan said it's a 5. The 5.3 is done for. It's got 347K on it.
Ah. Well.
Yeah, I'd LS swap it.
LS swap it is where I would go. If you have the money.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to spray this out real quick.
Yep.
And then we'll start putting the seats, seals, and springs and the valves back in. Give me a moment.
Yep. So Jeff is now spraying out that head, and then it's probably going to dry for a minute. So what I'm going to do is remove the camera from the mount. Oh, I removed the mount from the thing. Whoops. Hold on. Stupid. Need another one?
Yeah, there's nothing in that one. That's why I had you get two.
Oh, there's a little bit in that one. I don't know.
Give me that third one. That one's dead too.
Those are new cans?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You go through them fast. That's why I want a parts wash sink. We'll have to spend like fucking $500 to set it up and fill up the tank.
All right.
But
There's the Magnum as it sits. For all you people that haven't seen this, I will roll you around it. So, here's the Magnum as it sits. It's Battleship Gray. Oh, I can't rotate the camera. I have to remember that.
Alright, let that sit for a few minutes.
Yep. Got it in the sun?
It doesn't really need to be.
Okay. Warm enough out here?
It's the VOCs evaporate no matter what. But
oh, yeah.
in the sun,
yeah.
Faster.
So, nice leather interior.
Hello.
And putting in an Android Auto system in it. Having to put... I'm having to redo the dash a little bit because the ignition over here, these tend to break because it's all plastic.
Oh, no. Sorry.
All right. So, Jeff just sprayed the head down to clean off all the grits. And got to let it dry. And there's where we sit right now.
Yeah, I need to drop the other side of the catalytic converter that we put in because this thing had no cats. They'd been removed.
Yep.
So the first thing we did was buy new cats, install the O2 sensors that were not installed. But they've been tuned out, so they got to be tuned back in. And then we started getting into the deeper engine work. Mark's friend gave us a set of long tube headers for it. And since I'm in here, they're going in. So, a little down the road, we're going to have to actually rework the entire exhaust system because nothing lines up anymore.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We can both weld, kind of.
So Jay asked, how do you put the cam and everything back together the right way? Is there a book you use?
Well, this particular engine, the cam basically just slips back in because there's only one cam. It's in here. Behind the engine, or behind the water pump, through this channel in the top of the engine, you can see. There are marks on both the sprocket on the crankshaft and the cam And then there are marks on the chain, and you just line up the marks. We do have a video of me putting it back in, realigning everything. You could go back, check our channel. The one called Let's Stab This Cam In.
Yep.
Has me putting the cam back in. So. But, yep. Alright, that's probably dry enough. Get my space back.
Here, put your finger on the back of that when you get a chance. I accidentally unscrewed it.
Oh, here.
Being dumb. Yep, this thing's going to be a lot of fun.
All right.
Heh. Someone said that's what she said. And indeed.
Right. Pardon me.
Pardon you. Where are you going?
Over here, other side of the table.
Okay.
One.
There's lots of stuff in our way. How long does it take to put back together? It takes a little bit.
Yeah, it
depends on your motivation level.
Yeah, exactly.
And your skill level. If you take your time, and really it should take a couple of weeks.
Now, somebody that really knows what they're doing and are quick about it and staying motivated, not drinking or anything, they could get it done in a weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are the rest of them?
What? They were in a thing.
There's the cam seal.
Hold on. Let me look. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, sorry. Did they fall?
I don't know. They're right here.
No.
Oh, what are you?
The bases, not
Oh.
the tops.
Okay. We're looking for stuff now.
There's my push rods. These came over here. Those are the cam seals.
Ah.
Thank
There we
you.
are. Yep. That's what I'm here for. To help you find stuff.
I need a better... we need a better workspace, but we work with what we've got.
Someone asked, are you self-taught? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Little bit of information from my father, but it wasn't the best of all information back in the day.
Yep.
And then basically self-taught. Originally Chilton's and Haynes manuals, and then YouTube.
Yep.
And then just willingness to give it a shot.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, we know. It's taking the day to organize and clean that, yeah. So someone's like, if it wasn't a mess, take a day to organize and clean, and then you wouldn't spend 80% of your time to...
I know.
Yep. Yeah, trust me, you don't even want to see the shop.
We need to clean up the shop so we can move stuff out to the shop and then clean up the driveway.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm not going to forget this time.
Right, he says that now.
I'm putting them all on now.
Neptune's ruler says, I need help painting my 98 Ram.
Oh boy. We don't paint.
Yep, we don't paint.
I can spray a rattle can as good as anyone else, but I don't do major paint. Don't know very much about it.
Yep. Valve seals are right here.
They're really tight compression fits. I have found that the backside of a 3/8 extension fits perfectly. I just have to take the spring off or it'll crush the spring.
Yep. So, What issue are we fixing? So I bought this car, and it was smoking like it had a 2-pack-a-day habit. Like it was really, 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 really bad. And it was throwing engine codes that it had a misfire on cylinder 8.
And then a bunch of random
misfires. So we started pulling stuff, and
we got into the valve covers, replaced a few valve seals, immediately had a valve drop.
Yep.
Or not a valve drop, a lifter collapse.
Yep, we had a lifter collapse, and then that led us into, screw it, we'll just do the MDS delete and a stage 2 cam kit.
And that's where we're at.
Yep.
And if you guys can hear that last time I hit, it's a slightly different sound. It's because it has bottomed out. That's telling me it's there. It's not moving anymore, so it puts more energy into the head and resonates.
We're putting cats back in because you can't run no cats in Arizona. It's illegal. It won't pass emissions.
And we can tune it out and make it pass on the computer, but because our exhaust is going to be loud and different anyway, they're going to look underneath.
Yep.
And if they don't see cats, you fail.
Yep. They're not high flows. It doesn't matter. I'll be pushing enough power with all the stuff we're putting in.
We really ought to get high flows and put them in down the road, because really beyond this, the best we can do is make it breathe better. And that's like that and the stock throttle body being the biggest one I can put on this particular intake are the two major limiters.
So Jay asked, does a car run better without an EGR valve?
So the EGR valve, my understanding, helps keep your intake temperature stable in really cold environments. I know there's some emission control concepts as well as that. If you have one and you remove it without telling your computer it's gone and to ignore it, it's not going to run better. It's going to run worse.
Yep.
If you have no reason to have one, maybe delete the thing. But, I mean, we're putting ours back in.
Yeah. So they won't use a sniffer on a car like this. They'll just hook it up to the computer. But the computer will tell it that there's a problem.
Yeah, if you've got any kind of check engine light, you won't pass emissions. They don't use the sniffer in Arizona on anything with an OBD2 computer. They just plug in, check your engine codes. The Firebird gets probed.
Yeah.
Because it's an 89 with an OBD1 system.
Yeah, my 89 Firebird does get the snorkel. Or the sniffer, whatever they call it.
The anal probing.
Yeah.
I like this. We're getting a lot of comments and feedback.
Yeah, actual it was crazy. I mean, we were online for an hour last night and didn't get a single comment. And tonight it's just everyone wants to talk.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel like I have dozens of people keeping me company. What was that?
The ratchet.
Oh. All right, that's our valve seals. Now it's going to be putting the new springs in. And the valves back in.
Yep. So I'm probably going to give us about 15 more minutes because we're almost at 3 hours. And then I'll call it.
We could call it now. I could take a break.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and end the live stream now. So for all you people, it says we have 82 people in here. Like, sub, share the channel. We'll be back. We might even be back later tonight.
Greatly appreciate your viewership. We're just having fun here, and we appreciate that people want to have fun with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we really appreciate it.